Yo, yo, what's up, everybody? Or to the 3 to 5 people that watch my videos. And that's not to be shadeful. I'm not trying to be smart. It is what it is at this point, you know what I mean? I really am here with this video today, just logging, I suppose, progress, updating, giving ideas. I really feel like it's just logging, if I'm being honest. Something that I can come back to and be like, oh yeah, I did say that and that's what I did. So yeah, this is that video. If it interests you, feel free to watch to the end. If not, that's also totally fine too. What's my point of entry here? Well, I have a song coming out. It's going to come out at the end of April, #cycles. It's a fun project. I will be doing a deep dive of that, how I have been doing with the past couple of songs. So watch out for that. Really, Cycles, okay. So Cycles was supposed to be one of, I'm going to say 5 songs. This year I had made this plan. It was like, this is what we're going to do. And this is how it's going to go. And it's not looking like that's going to happen. Not even a little bit. Life is lifing. In short, life is lifing. I went back to school. That wasn't also on the agenda either, but your boy needed a career change. I needed to do something to get out of where I was. And, you know, if you're not willing to put in the work or the effort to change things, things aren't going to change. So here I am with all my free time going to school stuff where I wanted it to be more on the creative side. And it's not saying that I can't. I have been. It's just not as much. And to do everything at the output I want it to with the level of consistency, it's looking very, 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 very hard to reach that goal with having to do things like schoolwork. Regardless, I feel like I'm getting slightly off topic here. The point is, Cycles was supposed to be one of 5 songs that I wanted to do. Release, I should say. I have a good amount of songs right now that I honestly have just been sitting on. Like, there's no reason why these songs can't be put out. There's no reason why I can't put more of this work out there. And yeah, I've just been sitting on these songs, so it's just kind of, dude, you got to do something. So I had this idea, right, where I would release 5 songs, one a month, Cycles being one of them. Yes, I know I already said that, but whatever. It'd be 5 songs all together. And now the number 5 is really important because it ties into 2 things. One, I did not see coming until after the fact I had decided to make this video and put it together. I was like, oh my God, it's so perfect. The universe is talking to me. Ah. But the other thing that it ties into is that 5 years ago, I had a similar plan and I executed it a little differently than the way that I was intending to this year. But I had released 5 songs 5 years ago. And I was like, it's just crazy how all that stuff kind of just plays out. But my plan was to release 5 songs this year, starting with Cycles and then just kind of letting them roll, you know? But before I move on too much, I do want to mention the other thing it ties into. I started a project that was released right, I believe, after that 5-song release. It was called Holes. I'll attach the picture somewhere on the screen. I don't know where I'll put it, wherever it fits. But Holes was one of my earlier projects that turned 5 this year. I believe it turned 5 last month in March. And I was like, oh my goodness, there's so many 5s here. Oh my God. And the whole idea of it, again, just sounded so cool to me. And again, before I even knew that I had this idea 5 years ago, before Holes, which again was my first initial project, as much as I'm kind of whenever I think about it, there's one good song on there. And I do mean there's only one good song on there that I really, really, really love. I like it because it really shows the development and where I've come as an artist. Everything that I do, from writing to singing, and just the way that my craft has changed and developed over time. So it's a very, very, very early piece of work. If anyone wants to listen to it, go ahead. But it's a very, very early piece of work that I was super, super proud of at the time. But yeah, that turned 5. That turned 5 last month, and I thought, what a nice tie into this present moment where I'm going to at least put out 5 songs this year. And it kind of hurts a little bit to not be able to put out the songs that I wanted to. It kind of hurts that I have this big plan and you're only doing one. Like you're only doing one song. Like you're not even doing like 3. You could do 3, like, maybe even 2. It's like, no, I'm only doing one. So it kind of hurts a little bit, I won't lie. But at the same time, I have to be real with myself, and that is I have to get myself better aligned with things so the music isn't affected, so the music doesn't fall short, and that's kind of where I am now. So where am I with all of this, all this information, right? The other component that has tripped me up a decent amount, and it's because it's so much to do up front, but when you have it, honestly, the process runs so much smoother, is content. So with me being in school right now and having to dedicate the bulk of my time to school, where that would ultimately be dedicated toward content, I have another idea. What I want to do is same time next year. And I know that's so far in advance. It's only April right now. So it's kind of like, dude, this is like you're speaking in the future. What about now? What about now? Well, there's a lot of things I can do now. And what I won't do now is jeopardize probably a bit of a heavy of a word, but I won't sacrifice the quality of what I want to do because I have some other things going on. I love giving myself challenges, and I'm never scared of challenging myself, but I do know my limits. I do know that it is only me who is doing a lot of what I do. I mean, I shoot 90% of my stuff when I do come up with all the ideas for it. And, it's a lot when it's one person. And again, now I'm juggling school at the same time. So I know my limits, and I don't want to sacrifice the quality of what I want to put out and the way that I want to put it out. So I'm looking at next year. And going back to how I initially started this video, this is really just like a log for me. Yes, it is like life update, but it's also just, this is the plan. This is me saying right now what I'm going to do next year. So right around this time next year, I want to do the same thing that I said I was going to do this year. Pick 5 songs, release them, have all the content ready. Every month, song drops. For every day in that month, there's content for it. And let it roll out. And we're going to see what happens. Still, I'm kind of hurt that I cannot deliver the way that I want to. But at the same time, I can see that my attention needs to be elsewhere. And if I can use the little bit of time that I have to put towards this goal and come up with a plan and polish it, and then to be able to deliver, not just at 100%, but at like 110, 50, 200%, it's like, it makes me feel so much better. It's making me feel like, you know what? Now's not the right time. And that's fine. But that doesn't mean that just because it's not happening now, that doesn't mean that it won't happen. And yeah, I think next year I'm gonna fuck shit up. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So to recap and bring all of this back in, right? 5 songs. I wanted to release 5 songs this year that would have mirrored exactly what I did 5 years ago, which was 5 songs for the year. It also would have tied into my first project, which was also released that year. You see how cool it sounds? It just sounded so cool. Like it really did. But I wanted to put out 5 songs this year. I'm not going to be able to do that. I will still take these 5 songs. We're going to come up with all the content, do all the research, get it all planned out, and we're going to deliver it next year. right around this time. It is April. I think it's like the 7th of April right now. I want to look back at this video after all the songs have dropped and be able to be like, yo, you did it. You did it. So I got the rest of the year and a little bit of next year, like the beginning of it, to get all of this shit done. It's so much. It's so much. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it. All right, I feel like I'll make this video like another like 5 minutes long, probably just rambling if I don't stop it. But that's my update, my log for the goal, the current goal right now. I'll probably do another video, like the progress that I've made, be like, hey, look, 3 songs done. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I'm looking forward to coming back to this video. All right, it's kind of all I got. And to like the 2 or 3 people that watch these things, peace out to myself, and see you at the next one. All right, peace.